So, you are starting to wake the heck up. Something is blossoming within you, which is starting to reveal itself. And it reveals itself in what could sometimes be the most peculiar of ways. There's usually a rock bottom moment where we experience some kind of physical, emotional, mental pain, which precipitates this new horizon of perspective and perception on your life. It's extremely revealing. It's the roots of our growth and development here within being human in this domain right now. It's the resolution of ego tendencies and ego mechanisms. I recommend David Hawkins' work on the ego and its mechanics. When you dive into that, you'll find that there's a lot more to this. There's a lot more to this than we could ever even imagine. It's so intricate, it's so multifaceted. And because of that, it often requires a really powerful moment of pain and suffering and discomfort. It needs that to crack the dam. So light can start to come in and reveal itself to us. Light and truth and light, those two qualities start to become self-revealing in your experience. And with that process, with that inner revealing and these inner revelations and resolution which you go through, it's naturally going to be reflected onto your outer world. So when you start to recognize your dysfunction and you start to deploy forgiveness and self-love and self-compassion, you'll naturally start to see this dysfunction and other people's patterns as well being reflected back at you in their behavior, in their patterns, in everything they have going on with their light and with their dark. And that's one of the main facets of the journey. That's one of the main learning parts of the journey, is navigating that journey of what's happening within us and then what's going on outside of us. Because when we have this really deep resolution and we start to resolve our wounds that are not just within this life, but multi-generational and over long periods of time, start to come up from the unconscious mind. And we're really dealing with the unconscious mind, our individual, and as well as that our collective, the collective unconscious. When we start to reach a certain stage of our development, we have this almost calling an ability, and to a certain degree, when we arranged and committed to this before we came into this embodiment, we obviously knew that we were strong enough and we were capable enough to start dealing with the turbulence that comes along with the awakening process. Because there's going to be a lot of it. There's going to be lots of turbulence on the journey. Especially when you start to see and feel the dysfunction and the patterns that you're experiencing, and then you start to see it in the outward world, especially with, we could use family dynamics as an example. And you'll start to have a deeper perspective on your life. You'll start to have your capacity to observe and recognize dysfunctional patterning within yourself and within your family dynamic will become more and more clearer. This is due to the light that's coming in and shining truth into your life. And with that shining comes the realization of those darker elements that we deny of ourselves and of others. Once you start to see it in yourself, you'll see it in others. And this is why it's such a really profound self-forgiveness and self-love and self-compassionate journey. Because everything you see out there is first of all started within you. The more you observe within yourself, the more you'll observe in your external world. And that can be quite a challenging journey to take and move through. But you've chosen to be here. You've chosen to have these choices come up for you. You've chosen to be in a place where your nervous system is ready for deep resolution. And it's ready to experience deep pain, deep darkness, as well as that deep light, bright light into your life right now. And it's going to feel like sometimes like your life is speeding up, like everything feels like it's going on at once. There's things changing, relationships change, work changes, location changes, and it can be a continuous journey of resolution, change in the external world, recalibration of getting used to this very quick changing what's going on within inside yourself, as well as that and being reflected into the external world. Habits will change, hobbies will change, thoughts will change, your frequency will change, sometimes more rapidly than others. And through this process, deep learning is happening for you. Deep growth is happening for you through this process. And that learning is, where am I being compassionate? Where am I being loving? Where am I being forgiving? Where do I need to recognize those elements of myself that I have been suppressing and I don't want to admit or am in denial about that are myself? Extremely challenging, extremely revealing. But you'll feel more and more so that through the tripping and the falling, there is this progressive momentum of moving forward. Even though sometimes it might feel like I've been stationary for a while. There might be years go past where you're thinking, damn, what's going on? But you'll keep coming back. There'll be this continuous ebb and flow of progress, thinking I'm not going forward, progress, moving forward, continuous revelation and resolution. Taking a breath into that, taking a breath into your journey right now. Feeling so proud of you with everything you're doing, everything you're going through, everything that you're willing to start to resolve, the courage that you have, that you are using right now in your journey, the courage that you're deploying, the quality of courage that you have. And that's something that grows and grows and grows even more so. You become more courageous. You become more and more able to step into things that feel awkward and the bits that feel gnarly. You feel more able and capable to look into those darker corners which have been ignored and not accepted as yourself, to bring them up for forgiveness and self-love. Sending you so much love, my friends, on your journey, on your special, your very tailored, your unique awakening process, because it's not like anyone else's. Yours is, it's just so beautifully perfect and unique to you, with a delicious intent from spirit to help you evolve further and further and to really capitalize on this life that you are living right now. My friends, I'm going to keep talking about this. I'm going to keep dipping my toe into the awakening process. And I'm sending you so much love today. And I already can't wait to see you in the next video.